Welcome to the Unhinged Romant-icks podcast. With every episode, we do our best to highlight any trigger warnings, but please remember to check them yourself before reading any books we recommend. All opinions are those of ours alone, unless otherwise stated. We hope you enjoy the show.
Should I do it? I'm ready.
Hi, I'm Robyn.
I'm Mariah.
And this is the Unhinged Romant-icks. And if you are watching, if you are watching us, you'll know why. But if you're not, I'm not telling. Excuse me.
Yes. I love how you're drinking healthy things like water, and I have wine.
Yeah. So, okay. I'm usually like fairly happy with myself, but I ordered some dresses for my sister's like bachelorette and bridal shower because she and I have been talking about that lately.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been going over what theme, and I sent her the dresses, and she like 100% okayed them. I'm like, great, because I just got them off Shein. Don't judge me. And so,
no judgment. You know how much I shop on there.
I know you're not, but the rest of some people don't like Shein, and it's fine. I get it. I understand. Every once in a while, I order stuff. It's usually dresses that I like don't want to spend a ton of money on, like. When I went to Mexico, I bought a bunch of dresses because I was like, I would like some dresses for Mexico, but I also don't want to spend like $50 a dress because that's going to get really expensive. So I'll just buy 5 dresses for $50. It's just much more economical in that sense. Anyways, yeah, so I ordered these 2 dresses and I tried them on and I was trying to take selfies of myself and I was like, oh no.
But do they look bad, or do you just think you look bad?
I just think I look bad. Like, my sister was obviously like, no, you look great. You look fine. I'm like, and that's so nice of you to say that. But, like, as a human who internalizes a lot of those things, I was just like, okay. For, like, the past year, I've been, like, pretty shitty on, like, my exercise and stuff. Because there was a point in time where I was exercising all the time. Like, I got in a really good routine. I felt good about myself. And, like, it's not so much about the weight as it is, like, how shitty I feel when I don't work out. Some of it is, like, a weight and a physical looking aspect of it because some dresses just don't look great on me. And then but if I lose a little bit of weight, they do look a little bit better. But I have, like, achy body parts that just really need to be worked out on a regular basis because when I do work out, they stop hurting, and when I stop working out, they start hurting again. So, I was like, "Alright, these pictures, I hate them," and then I hopped on my spin bike that's sitting in the corner collecting dust and, like, went hard for 30 minutes, and I was like, "Alright, I feel good." I was gonna do something today, but I was like, "No. If I push myself, I'll hurt myself and then I'll stop. And the goal is to not stop. So tomorrow I will do something."
Yeah, I really need to
Anywho,
try to, but it's so hard
it is hard.
especially for me because I
Yeah.
don't work out. And I also have 3 children, so
Yeah. We
it's a
know.
it's a difficult time.
Yeah,
I
I can
gotta
see.
try. I gotta do something though.
You should, like, when you take the kids to, like, swimming, you should go swimming too.
Yeah, I could. I just feel so funny doing like the water walking.
Just, like, go in the laps and just do laps back and forth a little
Yeah.
bit. Just, like,
The
you could
thing
do it.
is,
If you're there anyways.
no, I get it. It's just I'm not the best swimmer.
You don't have to be. You'll get better. Practice makes perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyways. Um Anywho, I am still absolutely in love with our last podcast. I'm just gonna say that. And we had a guest and she was awesome and that was a really good time and I think we should have more guests.
Yes, I agree.
More author guests would be so
Yes.
fun. That would be
Yeah.
an excellent fun time all around, especially if they
Yeah.
enjoy our unhinged behavior.
Even, like, we could get more of our, like, our family or our friends to just do little appearances here and there. It would be kind of fun.
You know, it'd be really fun to get both of our moms to read like the
My
dirtiest book we can
god.
find.
My
No,
god.
no, 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 no. You know what would be amazing? Get my dad to read a dirty book. Did I tell you about the time that I was like, I think maybe you were there. I don't really remember, but we're talking about my writing, and he was like, "Are you writing smut?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Was that when I accidentally messaged the group when I meant to message you about your book?
No, it was in person. Like
Oh,
he
it was in
asked me.
person.
Yeah, I was at their house. I don't remember. I can't. It was so long ago now.
It's
But it's
not
just
a shameful thing.
no, it was just
He
the way he said it. Like, it wasn't like, "Oh, are you writing a spicy romance book?" Like, if he said it that way, I would have been like, "Hee hee." But he was like, "Are you writing smut?" And I was like, "Why are you
Yeah,
saying it like
I
that?"
feel like I remember that because I think I was there for that.
Yeah, I don't
I
recall
definitely gave
anymore.
him the stink eye. I am a
Ugh.
shameless smut reader.
I am a shameless smut reader. I don't give a shit. I'm a
No.
shameless smut
I
writer
like
now
what I
too.
like. Who
I'm getting
cares?
I'm getting really excited about my book that I'm writing. I'm over halfway through. That's that's a feat. That's a
Yay.
feat.
Yeah.
That tis a feat.
I can't wait to
That's-
read it.
I can't wait to read it.
You
Actually,
What do you mean? You're writing it. You do
I
read it
am.
probably a lot.
I know, and like I'm neurotic, so like some people will like write their book start to finish and then go back and edit it, but I'm like I can't do that. Like I actually like I'll write a chapter and then I like go back through the chapter and I find mistakes like right away. I'm like, how did I write this word or whatever? Like usually I pay pretty good attention to it. Um but yeah, I actually did have to change something entirely today. I was like, because there's a key part of the story that I think I messaged I I might have messaged you about where I was like I came up with this like brilliant idea where I was like literally running around my house being like, "Robyn, you're a genius. Robyn, you're a genius."
Yes, you did.
And so I was like for like the past week or so I've been like, But how am I going to make that make sense? Like how is this going to fit?" And then I actually had to go back to like the very beginning to change something so that I like had a timeline that worked. But anyways, it's a lot of work, but I'm really enjoying it because I'm like, I want to get there. I want to get to the end where I'm like, this is what happens.
Yeah. Well,
Things.
I'm excited.
So we'll see. I hope it's enjoyable because if it's not
Yes.
enjoyable, then I can't do the rest of them because they won't be enjoyable. So. And I wanna do the second one. I'm, like, really excited for my idea for the second one.
Okay, but you cannot stop this one and
I'm
just
not,
do
I'm
the
not.
second one.
The
Just make
second the second
yourself
one
some
the second one I'm just doing notes for. So anytime I come up
exactly.
with an
That's what I was
idea,
gonna
I just,
say.
like I have a little note section. I just go, "Ploop, here's your note so you don't forget about it," and then I leave, and I go away, and I go back to the book, and I keep writing that. So, yeah. But I've got, like, 3.5 chapters straight of spice. And I'm like,
Just what I like.
and I marked it on because I finally got to like that part, and I have like because it's on my Google Docs, right? And I have like all the chapter titles on the side, so I can click through them easily. And next to all the ones where there's like spicy stuff, I put little asterisks so I can remember where everything is. Anyways,
Mm. And how many asterisks are there?
3.5.
Oh,
So far, I'm only halfway through. There's like and the little squiggly. So you know the little like squiggly line? So
yeah.
that's like a little bit of a spice. That's like a half spice. And then there's, anyways, don't worry about it. You'll get there. You'll get to
So,
see it.
like, one is like a blowjob and the other one's like full penetration.
No, the squiggly, no. You know what? I'm not gonna tell you because I don't want to tell you anything about this book.
Okay, well then let's move on.
Fine. What have you been reading? What are we talking about? Hold on. This episode is brought to you by our antics. There is no real
Structure
to this one. Usually if you listen to our episodes, you know that we typically read some books together and then we come together in these lovely times and we talk about them the way that we do. But someone didn't want to read the books that I like to read.
Well,
Someone.
You see, I read one. I read the one.
Yeah.
Okay. I did the one.
You did. You read half.
No, I read the whole one.
I mean, half of the series.
Oh, well, yes.
Of the two. So of the duo, what have you?
Two. So I read one full book.
Yeah.
Of the one you wanted.
And it's just not your quote-unquote cup of tea, which is fine. You
not.
don't love that romance genre, and that is okay. That being said, I messaged the author today because I was like, where's book 3? Because at the very end, it's like, stay tuned for this. And I'm like, where is it? And I went on Kindle and I'm like, doop, 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 doop. And Kindle was like, oh, no, bueno, no fine. And so then I was like, but it says book. And so then I messaged the author on Instagram. I was like, hello, is this book coming out? Or where can I find it? And then the author messaged me back and said, I'm working on it this year. And I was like, yay, I can't yay, I can't wait to read it. So, anyways, the series that I'm speaking about is called it's a Mythic Mates series by Zoe Chant. The first book was called Tith to the Fae, which was about Fae in a Fae world and a human who gets tithed to the Fae. That's literally what happens. And basically this fairy man spends the entire time trying to figure out how to get her out of the Fae world because he's like, it's not fair, she shouldn't have to be here. But then of course they fall in love and then they form a bond. It was cute. I liked the side characters, which the main character I was like, they're fine. There's nothing wrong with the main characters, but the side characters I loved so much. And then one of the side characters got his own book, which is called Bound to the Unicorn, which was the second book.
Which is the only reason we're reading this whole series.
And just FYI, since reading this, I have found out that author has several other books that are shapeshifter unicorn books, like multiple different type series. So there's another one called Wildfire Unicorn, which is part of a fire and rescue shifter wildfire crew. And then Firefighter Unicorn, which is a fire and rescue shifters. So same author, but there are more.
I think okay, see, I have read shifter romances before and I've liked them, but they're not based in a fantasy world. They're in the real world and I can read those.
Yeah. So I think that her third book is supposed to be based in the human world. Like I think a character from the Fae world goes into the human world.
Is it the Raven?
No.
No? Ugh.
It's the water horse.
Oh my god. See, I'd read the Raven one. Don't know if I'd read the water.
So that and
This
that
is
that's a
weird.
cool thing. So in Bound to the Unicorn, he's actually not a unicorn, he's an alicorn, which they actually state in the book, which is I was kind of like, well, why isn't it called Bound to the Alicorn then? Because if he's specifically in the book, he's like, I'm not a unicorn, I'm an alicorn. Like they're two different things. Um,
Because
but it's
most people don't know what a fucking alicorn is,
most
except
people
you.
can eat my dick. Anyways, listen. It was good and it was funny and I really enjoyed it. And I had a thing that I wanted to say about the book because I thought it was really funny and I can't remember what it was anymore because I don't write things down. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a funny book. Oh, I remember the part that was funny. Okay. So in the book, the alicorn, he is originally an alicorn who learned how to become a shapeshifter so that he could turn himself into a human because he was obsessed with learning and reading and he needed to be able to like turn pages of the books and having hands made that easier, but also he wanted to like he learned spells so that he could become a mage. And so anyway, so basically he's an alicorn that shapeshifts into a human. So in the book, when they get to the romance, um, because he's shapeshifted his body, he's used like anatomy books that he stole from the human world to learn how to like make sure that his body was proportionate. Well, when he disrobes, and I mean that literally because he wears robes, he disrobes, and the female character is like, "Holy shit! Are you sure you read the anatomy books right? Because that's big." And he was like, the anatomy books seem to make this part of me seem small, so I fixed it. So basically, he gave himself a massive dick because he thought the human anatomy books had dicks too small.
How
And I
big are
thought
we?
that
Wait, wait,
I
I have
don't I
questions.
don't
How
know
big are
because
we talking here?
I don't
Like,
know.
like the arm or like the leg
Okay, so here's the thing.
or like
These
two
books are
arms?
these books are like one chili spice books. Like they're maybe two chili because they do have like sex scenes in them. Whereas like I'd call one chili book like closed door kind of stuff. Maybe there's some kissing and stuff, and maybe they kind of
Right.
talk about it. So maybe this is about a two chili, but it's not as graphic as most of the books that we read are. It's
I need graphic.
and so it's kind of just like he bent her over and inserted himself with her legs over his shoulders, and like that's kind of all you get.
Yeah.
So there's not much talk about the actual size other than he didn't think that the books he was reading had very accurate proportions as to what he thought it should be, so he gave himself big dick. But it fit. So,
All right.
anyways, I enjoyed them. I thought they were good. I think because I've not read fantasy, I think for me, or romantasy, I should say, I think for me, reading these was kind of like a nice stepping stone into romantasy because it wasn't like there's no world building. It's basically just like Fey world, human world, kablamo. You walk through some rock portal and then you end up in Fey world.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a lot of stuff that you really need to learn about, and anything that you did need to know, they very quickly tell you. So I think in that aspect, I enjoyed that it was like a little bit of a new romance genre for me without being like totally unreadable because I've never read anything like that. So I think I would enjoy reading other romantasy books. I just have to like pick the right ones.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm staring at the ACOTAR that you lent me and it's
Yeah, well,
that feels like a
while we
summer read.
while we were reading these fantasy books, I
Mhm.
was talking to my sister
Yeah.
and I'm explaining what's happening in these books that I'm just like, this is so weird. And she's like, why would you choose this as your first fantasy book? It sounds weird. She's like, this is weird. This is a weird fantasy book. And I'm just like, it wasn't my choice.
Because I like unicorns.
Yeah, and I mean, they weren't terrible. Like, they weren't terrible. I read it. I like parts that were funny. I laughed and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not my cup of tea.
That's fine.
But that's just me.
I found
but
they're like easy reads. Like, it's kind of like when you need something easy and fun and like not super serious, and like I think it's just a nice kind of like in-betweener kind of a book. Like, if you're reading a lot of stuff with like heavier topics and things like that, and you just need a break and to like clear your brain. I think for me anyways, it was kind of like a nice
palate cleanser.
break.
That's what I call them.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Because I read a lot of books that are darkish.
Yeah.
That's usually what I read. Is darker themes.
Yeah. Okay, so what have you read? What have you read this spring so far?
What?
I said, what have you read this spring so far?
I thought you were like, have you read the spring so far? And I'm like, what?
Oh.
Okay, anyway. I read, the first book I read was, and I read this recently, and I read it, and then I've heard so much about it on TikTok, and I was just like a couple chapters in, I'm like, why didn't I not pick this up before? It is so good. It is called The Mercenary and the Mortician. Yes.
Is it an romance?
Yeah.
Oh, shocker. Hold on, I have another I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
Have you read any non-books?
Not recently. So definitely on my 3 books that I have read are all So sorry if anyone who doesn't like but I love it. So
Mariah only reads unless I force her into something else. Sorry. No, that's not true. You read Guilty in Sin City. That was on
I do, and I love I do. There are like certain ones that I'm like, I want to read this book.
Yeah.
Like, I will read not It's just I like so I read most of the books I read are
Fair. Go on.
Anyway, it's called The Mercenary and the Mortician. It's an
What?
It's a gay awakening.
Oh, okay.
It's a darker romance. It has a bit of paranormal sprinkled in, which is different for me. It's enemies to lovers, and it's a hurt comfort.
Oh.
So this one, like, I don't even this is like over 5 stars for me. Like, it was so good. And it was quite long, but I read it in like 2 days.
How long? Like 600?
Yeah, like 700 pages.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was quite long. But yeah, I loved it. So basically the story follows Callum and Ryan. And Callum goes through some pretty dark stuff when he was a child. So definitely check your triggers when you read this, because this one it's pretty full of them. And basically, when he's an adult, he has this hobby where he goes after he unalives people that are abusive to kids. And that's kind of where he meets Ryan, because he thinks Ryan is abusing a child. So he goes to unalive him.
Okay.
And realizes in the end that Ryan actually isn't abusing him. So he decides he's like, oh, Ryan's really hot. I want to keep him for me. But Ryan is like, I'm straight. Leave me alone. But he's like, no, He's
Oh.
like, no, you're going to love me. So if anyone who's read God of Fury, it definitely gives God of Fury vibes. So I would definitely read this if you've read that and loved it. So this is really good, but it's interesting because Ryan, he runs the mortuary and he can see dead people. So he talks to them.
Yeah.
And when Callum shows up, he is haunted by like 20 ghosts from his past. So he's like bombarded by not just Callum, but 20 phantoms are like basically hovering over him. And
oh my God.
yeah, it's really good though. It's so good. I loved it.
Huh.
Yeah, it was really good.
Interesting. Cool.
Does that intrigue you?
Kind of, but because I like vigilante serial killers.
I mean, he's kind of a vigilante. He goes after abusive assholes.
I like the Dexters of the world. Like that's
Well, he's definitely a Dexter.
Yeah.
Esque. For sure.
Yeah. No, it sounds neat. That sounds like a good book.
Yeah, you might like it, but it is
Maybe.
definitely darker than what we've read before.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I did read a dark romance in my pile of reads.
Oh, do tell. I want to know.
You know already. So it's kind of plays off exactly what I was just saying about the Dexters of the world. I read Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver, and it's literally about two serial killers who fall in love, but they are like they kill other serial killers. So they're like two little Dexters running around falling in love. I actually really enjoyed it. There is a lot of hype around it, and I know it's getting turned into either a movie or a TV series. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really funny, and I thought or parts of it was funny, but I enjoyed the storyline. I thought it was very I just like it. I like some dark romance with like a little bit of comedy and some silliness. That's what I like. So that one was
Fair
a good
enough.
one for me. I don't have a ton to say about it because I actually don't want to spoil like a lot of the plot because that's basically the gist of the plot. I have the other two books. I got one for my birthday and one that I had already bought in, so I'm excited to finish that series because it's the main character, like the main male characters are brothers. So each of the book is about one of the brothers. But I think there's a lot that you don't know, like the characters that they talk about quite a bit in the first book. You think there's a lot that you don't get to find out until you read the second and third book. So, yeah, I'm excited to finish those. Yeah.
Very nice. I have nothing to say.
That's fine. You don't have to say anything. You did not read that book this spring. We don't have to talk about that.
No. No. Well, the next book I'm going to talk about is
an MM romance.
Yes. Okay, we've already discussed that all of the books I recently read are MM.
It just makes me LOL.
But I literally just finished this book. And again, I've seen it all over TikTok, and I don't know why I didn't start it before, but it was so good. It's called Hidden Scars by Andy Jackson.
Okay.
This is a darker romance again. It's hockey. It's surrounds by hockey. It's two hockey guys. It's enemies to lovers. It's found family, based in college, hurt comfort, and their roommates as well. Again, check your triggers because there's quite a bit in this one too. But literally this story broke me and put me back together again. It was so good. The story follows Jeremy and Preston is Jeremy's new teammate and roommate.
Mhm.
And because of his past and his present, Preston doesn't really let anyone get close to him, so he plays the asshole
Aw.
for most of the book, which is good. I almost wonder if he is an asshole, but he oversells the assholiness
Hmm.
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Jeremy can't stand him at first, but deep down, he knows he's just putting on a front, and he's the only one who truly can see who he is.
Aw.
But the banter and the fighting was
Yeah.
just chef's kiss. So
Yeah.
good. And then the possessiveness of Preston towards Jeremy. Oh my god, I ate that shit up.
Sick.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Read it. I know you won't read it, but anyone else read it.
Okay, part of the reason is because I already have so many I need to read. So many. And I don't have time during my day to just read. If I had time
See,
during my day to just read, I could. I could just like blip,
see,
blip, blip, blip.
I'm a mood reader. Yes, there's books I want to read, but
Yeah.
I will never be the person who's like, I'm going to read this week. I'm going to read this month.
Yeah.
I can't do
Yeah.
it. I'll never be that person.
No, and I don't have like I'm not like that either. Like obviously I try to like be like, hey, we're gonna get through these ones because I keep saying I'm gonna read them and then I just forget. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. I do my best. But like Butcher and Blackbird, I wanted to read that and I finally did. So wow.
Yes.
Anywho, my
Do you have
turn
another?
again.
Yes. Your turn again. Go.
I actually might have already talked about this one, but not really. I did I talk about Reckless by Elsie Silver at any point?
No, not really. Like I
Okay.
think we've said we've
I might
read
have
it,
said
but
that I read it.
you haven't
Okay.
really touched base on it really.
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah.
That's the fourth book, Reckless by Elsie Silver. That's the fourth book in the Chestnut Springs series, which was the series before Rose Hill. I just really like those books. Like, she's such a good writer, and like this one was it's funny because it's the tropes, or one of the tropes is like reverse age gap, but it's not really. It's only like a 2-year age gap.
Is it really? I've
Yeah,
read that
she's
one
like,
a really long time
so
ago.
yeah, and this is the one with the surprise pregnancy.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it though. I really wanted to get through the run, or I want to get through the series. I have one book left to read in it. And yeah, no, it's just a good book. Like, there's the spice is spicing, and the storylines are always really like, they're heartwarming. It's like it's very
Yeah.
heartwarming. Like, they
Do you
always
want to
have.
tell the people what it's a bit about?
Yeah, I
If for
did. I
people who
said
haven't read it. You said
age gap
surprise.
and surprise pregnancy.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, it's about, so if you haven't read the other, God, there's so much to unpack here. So it's about a bull rider, a baby bull rider, but he's not really a baby. He's like 28. And then a doctor sister of one of the other characters from one of the other books. Anyways, they have a one night stand, and then he gives her his number, and then they part ways, and then she finds out she's preggo and like messages him, and he's like, okay, great, thanks for letting me know. And then she's basically like, okay, guess you don't want anything to do with it, that's fine, I'll just have this baby by myself. So then like a year goes by or something like that, and then he finds out that she had a baby, and he was like, oh, you had a baby? And she's just like really angry at him because she's just like, how dare you even like look at me and talk to me? Like, how could you? And he's just like, I don't know what's going on. And they end up being neighbors too. Like, he ends up moving into the house right next door to her. And she's just like, how dare you live here? I can't believe you're here. And then he finds out that he's the daddy and had no idea. And then eventually they find out why he didn't know because of things. Um, but basically, they kind of like have a reverse relationship where like he wants to be a good dad and he wants to be there for his daughter, and then subsequently she ends up falling for him and they end up forming a relationship kind of like backwards. And it's really cute and it's really sweet and it's
Yes.
very heartwarming.
I loved that book. It was so
Yeah.
good.
It's good. Yeah, that's the only one you've read because you're crazy and you mood read.
I read the first one and that one.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I read the first one and I listened to it because the audio for those books were so good.
Nice. I've got one left to read, and the last one is called I don't remember. I'm looking through my
Hopeless? Isn't it Hopeless?
It sure is. I
Yeah.
finally found it. Yeah, so I'm excited to finally finish that eventually.
Yeah. I will read
Anywho,
those. They're on my shelf, so I
yeah,
will read them
yeah,
at some point. I
yeah,
will.
good. Nice.
Yes. I love Elsie Silver because she has a new one coming out.
It's already out, I
Oh, is
think.
it out now?
One moment. It's called Fever Dream.
Yeah.
And it's
It
a
must have.
I like how all of her not Fever Cream.
Oh. You have something on the mind there, Robyn.
uh Jesus Christ. Fever Dream. Oh, maybe it's not out yet.
I
Hold
don't think
on.
it's out yet.
Oh, it comes out May 19. Okay.
Yeah, like really soon, but not
Ugh,
yet.
just people have read it because there's all the ARC readers and people who get special attention
Yeah.
and they get to read it before us peons.
Yeah.
So one day I'll be a celebrity book reader and get to read
See,
all the things beforehand.
see, I like arcs, but
Yeah.
I can't do a lot of them because a mood reader and I can't
Yeah.
I can't do it. I just got accepted for another one, which
Yeah.
I'm a little excited for because it's a mafia romance, so I'm like, "Oh,
Mhm.
I'll do it."
Yeah. I think I kind of touched on this in the last episode, but when I first really got into like the book reading last year and found out that arcs were a thing, and I just went like ham. I was like, oh, there's this author, there's an arc, you can sign up for it. And I was just like signing up for shit left, right, and center. And then I would get these emails like months later being like, you've been accepted for this arc. And I'm like, for what? And I just like totally forgot what it was. And I'm like, I'm not reading this. I've got I'm too
Yeah.
busy. But there are two authors I will religiously apply to their arcs every single time because I love both of them with all of my heart. And that's and that's Nicole Kennedy and Jen McMahon. I will
Yes.
religiously read their arcs. Already signed up and accepted for Jen McMahon's next arc, which is the third book coming out for her
Yeah.
series that she's working on.
I
So
feel like we're gonna
stoked
get
for
that
that.
really, really soon.
I know
Yeah, I'm
it's
excited.
coming because it releases next month, so it's
Yeah.
coming.
Well,
It's
those
coming.
two, I agree with those two.
Yeah.
And then I'm also on like two other content teams
Mhm.
and I get their arcs too.
Yeah.
And then I just got another arc. So I'm just like, this is almost too much. This is all I'll
Yeah.
read them though because I do love all their books. One is
Yeah.
Callie Mel. I
Mhm.
hope I'm saying her name right, but
Mm.
her hockey romance books are so fucking good.
Nice.
So good. You should read her because she's great. Yeah. And
I
that's
did.
one
I
of the
was
arcs I have to read.
I was saying the other day that I should read more hockey romance. I don't know who I
Hockey
was saying.
romance
I think
is
I said it to myself.
yeah.
I was probably like, I
I
should
read
read
a
more
lot of
hockey
hockey
romance.
romance. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. What's your third book, ma'am?
My third book is called Kiss Fist by Cora Rose.
Mm-hmm.
It is an book.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a disability rep. So one
Mm-hmm.
of the main characters is deaf and the
Mm-hmm.
other one is dyslexic.
Oh.
Yes, and it's a found family, opposites attract, grumpy sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is not dark.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I have two darks, I should do a not dark one.
Yeah. Fair.
Um, but I could not get enough of the two main characters in this book. They just
Yeah.
they were so perfect for each other.
Mm.
And their journey to happily ever after was a bit rocky, but it was so good.
Yeah.
So it follows Robbie, and Robbie's a deaf college professor.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets some news that he has to leave his apartment. Or like basically they're selling it so he could buy it or
Mm-hmm.
leave.
Yeah.
But he's like, this is a fucking shithole. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So he isn't super fit and is like, if I have to move, I need muscles. So he goes to a gym,
Okay.
and it's a gym that has a deaf trainer.
Mm-hmm.
So he arrives at this gym and the deaf trainer is out on a family emergency.
Mm-hmm.
So he decides to go to the next best thing. But as he's there, he's like, oh my God, I don't really deal with hearing people.
Mm-hmm.
How am I supposed to do this? I can't communicate with them.
Mm-hmm.
But so, so he ends up getting this trainer named Tom.
Mm-hmm.
And he is so awkward. And I love it. Like, he shows up to there, he sees him, and he fumbles his water bottle, and water just goes everywhere. And like the first
Aww.
2 seconds of meeting him, I'm just like, oh my God, I love you. And yeah, so he just goes there, and Robbie is just like, oh my God, this guy is so hot. I can't
Mm-hmm.
do this. And he's like fighting like an erection the whole time
Oh
he's
my
working out.
gosh.
I was like, this book is so funny. I like highlighted the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good. I loved it. But the trainer ends up, obviously he's the other main character, and he communicates him through like just messages. But
Yeah.
since he's dyslexic, he can't really spell very well.
Oh.
And yeah, it was so cute. And he ends up like learning ASL just for him. Like, he goes to classes.
Aww.
Oh, it was so cute. It
Yeah.
was so cute, this book. Yeah, it was good. And like, I laughed, I cried. Oh, I swooned. It was good. Yeah, I recommend. It's a really
Yeah.
cute book.
And what was it called again? Sorry.
It was called Kiss Fist. And I
Okay.
didn't realize this, but like, because I have never really dealt with any like deaf people. I don't know any ASL, but I guess if
Yeah.
you do a kiss and throw your fist out, it means
Mm-hmm.
you love something.
Oh, okay.
Like, you adore that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh.
so it's like it's
Mm.
a move they do, I
Yeah.
guess.
Hmm.
But yeah, it
Cute.
was really good.
Yeah.
I loved it. All right, so 3 books that you want to read. What are yours?
Game On by Navessa Allen. That is literally staring at me from my shelf
Yeah.
right now.
I still have to buy that.
Across the Vanishing Sky by Catherine Cowles, also
Yes.
staring at me from my shelf.
Do you want to tell our audience a little bit what the books are about? Just a brief little synopsis.
Game On is the third book in the Into Darkness series that Navessa Allen has been writing and promoting and shoving in our faces all over the internet. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't read a lot of like what books are about, but it's about Tyler, who is in the first book, who's Josh's, my book boyfriend, best friend since childhood. And we basically in book two, we kind of find out Tyler's not just the hot, you know, roommate. He's got another life going on. So we get to read about his story and his dirty little secrets, dirty little dark secrets. Um, yeah, I don't actually know what it's about because I don't read the summaries because I like to be surprised.
Well, it's about like him and Stella, which we meet in
Yeah,
the second book. So it kind of
right.
goes where the other ones kind of deal with the present. This one goes to the past and is
Okay,
showing them how they get together.
gotcha. See,
I
you
didn't
know.
read the back yet. So like,
Okay.
but I know that
The
much just
blurb.
from reading. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't read the blurb.
Yeah. Across the Vanishing Sky by Miss Beautiful Catherine Cowles, is about Dex, who we meet in the Sparrow Falls series a whole bunch of times, and he's like a hacker vigilante. Um, Turns out his daddy was a serial killer, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes back to his hometown to like be with his brothers and like support them or some shit like that. And then he meets, I want to say it's his neighbor maybe, who has a
I think so.
daughter.
Bray, I believe her name is.
I think it's a single
Bray.
mommy.
It is.
Sure. And yeah, and then things happen. I told you I don't read summaries.
I know. Okay.
I can't even summarize the books that I actually read very well. I'm just like, this is a good book, you read. And then people are like, what is it about? I'm like, don't worry about it, just read it. It's really good.
All right, give us your third.
My third one, I don't think my third is on my shelf, so let me just throw up. I'm currently reading, this isn't a one I want to read because I'm currently reading it, but I'm currently reading The Last Drive Home by Cassandra Moll, which is the fourth technically book in her Golden City series because she did a Christmas novella after the first two books, so technically it's the fourth book, I guess. Okay. A third book that I would like to read. I guess Hopeless. I do want to finish the Elsie Silver series. I do want to read that. So I'm going to say that cuz I can't think right now.
And Hopeless is about Bo, right?
Hopeless is about Bo, who is like uh he was in the
Marine, wasn't
military,
he?
yeah, some sort of military sector, maybe the Marines, and he in one of the books he goes missing. I think it was the third book. He goes missing. That's part of that story. That's a huge part of that storyline, so it's not really a spoiler alert. Anyways, he's saved. But so the fifth book is about him and his little romance.
Isn't it? I'm just going off of memory, but is it Bailey?
I don't know,
I think it
Mariah.
is.
I don't remember all their names.
Okay, fine.
I told you I don't read summaries.
You're
Hold on.
crazy. I always read the summaries.
How I am who I am, and you can't change me. It's about Bo and Bailey.
I was right. My memory is amazing.
Anyways, so I'm excited to read that because he's like the goofy brother, but he also has some like darkness and like things that he's dealing with and like going on in his little brain box. Probably because he's been in the military and seen some shit, so that makes a lot of sense. So there's a little bit of like probably some mental health type stuff in that one. But those would be three books. But you know what? I have so many books. I bought some books that are not romance that were recommended to me. One was recommended by my friend. It's called Bright Young Women. It's about a serial killer. I like books about serial killers. And I also bought a book that's a nonfiction book, and it's called Human History on Drugs. And it's basically about, like, important, influential people of, like, the history, like, just random historical people who were on drugs. And I'm
Oh,
really excited to read that. It sounds really interesting.
huh,
If it's true, it sounds
cool.
really interesting.
Yeah.
So, I was at the bookstore with my friend, and I I grabbed that first because I thought it sounded hilarious, and then she recommended a book to me which happened to be, like, on their discount shelf, so I was like, "No-brainer," it's like 10 bucks. And then at the same time, I bought, Just for the Cameras by Megan Quinn as a trophy because I read that.
Yeah.
Um, and I keep forgetting how big her books are. Like,
Yeah.
her
They are
books are
quite
really
big.
long, and you don't realize how long a lot of her books are because like on Kindle or whatever, you're literally flipping a
Yeah.
screen, so you don't realize it, and you get through them, and like it says how many pages it is, but like when I picked up the book, I was just like, "Shit, there's a big one." But and
Big boy.
she's got a third Christmas book coming out this year. I'm very excited for that. So stay tuned for my thoughts on that in December. Season 2 spoilers. Anyways, what books are you reading, Mariah?
So, the 3 books I chose on my
Mm.
never-ending TBR,
Mhm.
one is called Catch Me If You Can by Ella Kitt.
Mhm.
It this one's an MM.
Mhm.
It's about 2 guys who team up to win the heart of the girl who came between them in high school, but
Mm.
instead of chasing the girl, they end up chasing each other. I love it. I wanna
Oh my
read
god.
it.
That's actually hilarious.
Yes, I am excited for that one. Then the other one I
Mhm.
have is called Plunged by Claire Wilder. It just came out recently. It looks
Yeah.
so good. I'm so intrigued. This one is not an MM.
Wow. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I need to touch the ground. Okay,
Okay,
go
but
on.
now see why I'm intrigued about this. This is about a woman plumber who
Okay.
goes to fix a billionaire's home with a bad reputation. And
Mhm.
she is expecting this charming playboy, but what she meets is a grump who hates everything and everyone and is
Mm.
immediately drawn to him. So this is kind of a light play on Beauty and the Beast,
Oh, okay.
a
Yeah.
little bit.
Mhm.
So yeah, it kind of intrigued me.
Hold on, ma'am.
Okay. See,
Ma'am.
see,
Ma'am.
I don't okay, I'm okay with some retellings. It's just the ones with the rhyming in it in the beginning, okay. They just gave me the I what am I
You
reading?
don't like sexy Dr. Seuss?
No. They just weren't my cup of tea, but I don't mind where it gives the vibes of it, but it's
Mm,
not like
full on. Yeah.
slap like in your face, right?
Mm. So she's
But
not
I'm
kidnapped.
no, no, but it really intrigued me because I have never read a book where like there's a woman plumber
Mm.
or anything like that. It really intrigued me about it. And the cover of it
Yeah.
looked so good. Like I looked at it and I'm like, mine. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, the third book I have is called Shelved Hearts by Laura Kane. This one is an MM.
Mhm.
This one is a bit darker.
Yeah.
It's about Gabe, and he escaped an abusive relationship, and he believes that being safe means keeping your life small.
Mhm.
Um, and basically his younger brother's best friend shows up on his door looking for a place to live.
Mm.
So he ends up moving in with him, and he realizes like this is not the boy he remembers.
Mhm.
This is a man. But
Yeah.
he's nervous, like he doesn't want to jump into anything. So like and Noah, the younger brother's best friend,
Yeah.
wants to settle down and open his business, and he likes Gabe, but he knows he's been through something tough. So it's more of a slow burn. Like they build the
Yeah.
relationship very slowly, like
Mm.
more of a friendship at first, and then it
Yeah.
moves into, yeah.
Cute.
I love those, like the slow burns and the darker. Yeah, I love the darker stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a darker romance girly. I think I read a
Yeah.
bit darker than you.
Yeah, I mean, I like suspense and I like some dark romance, but I like my dark romance with humor. Like I don't know, well, I haven't really read anything yet that's like just straight up dark and like nothing else. And I don't know, for me, I just like I'm a comedic person at heart, so I enjoy that. So like now that I've found like that dark romance with humor on the side, like that's mine. Like that's
Yeah.
my little, but then I also really love like the small town suspense, like the small town romance with suspense and mystery and like that like sprinkling of darkness. Like it's not dark by any means, but there's like bad shit going on. So like Catherine Cowles.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, the dark stuff I read, like, yes, it's dark, but it's not like it's more dark than comedy.
Yeah.
Like there is some funny parts in it,
Yeah.
but it's not like Lights Out, for instance, where it's
Mhm.
like a lot of comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I liked, and I mean, that was the first dark romance I ever read. You were like, "Here, try this," and I was like, "I love this. Give me more.
Yeah, it was
Why aren't
good.
there more books made about Josh? God."
I'm so nervous with the show coming out because
Mm,
I'm just like Jacob Morgan is just Josh. She's
yeah,
Josh's voice in my
yeah,
head.
yeah.
Who's gonna live up to Jacob Morgan? I
Oh,
don't
they're
know.
gonna have to audition every man on the planet for that role. Like they are gonna have to be so picky because that book has such a cult following now. You've got millions, like no doubt, millions of romance book readers, primarily women. I'm not, maybe not all women, because there are some men out there who do read romance
Yeah.
books, but primarily women who are going to critique the ever-loving shit out of that.
Oh
And
yeah.
if that adaptation is not done to like a T, there will be rage.
Yeah, like
Like
I just
people will be like it has that. It wouldn't surprise me if that takes a while to come out. I don't know when it's supposed to release because they kind of
no
just,
idea.
yeah, they just said that it's like in pre-production, so there's a long pre-production is a
It's gonna
lot
be
of
a while.
things. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be one of those like there's a lot of book adaptations coming out and
Yeah, a lot.
there's a ton, which is amazing because, like, as somebody who writes a lot, I'm like, if my end goal here is to write a book so good that like someone turns it into a movie, that's a dream. Like that's a pipe dream, but like it's possible. Like there's so many. Like I swear to God, every other day it's like, oh, this book's getting turned into a movie. Like there's so many right now, and I feel like a lot of them can kind of get away with some wiggle room. I don't think Lights Out will. I think
Yeah.
Lights Out is one of those ones where if it's not done 100% to like, because there's so many specific things in that book. Like there's so many parts of that book that are like, if you don't have this in that book, you're missing key parts. Like there's so many key parts to
I
that book.
agree, and the audio was just so good for
Yeah.
that book.
Mhm.
it's hard because, like, when you think of Josh, I think of Jacob Morgan's voice, you know? And there's certain, like,
they'll just have to dub the actor, that's all.
There's certain audiobooks that I just am like, I hear this person, this is their character, and it's forever in my head. Like, for instance, my comfort audiobook is, shocker, it's God of Fury by Rena Kent. The audio for that book is amazing. And Teddy Hamilton plays one of the main characters. He's forever Nico for me. Like, I hear Teddy Hamilton and he's Nico. He's just Nico. And I think that is the case for a lot of, like I said, you hear Jacob Morgan's voice, you think it's Josh. So it'll be interesting to see who they choose.
I'm super excited for it, and regardless, I'll watch it.
Oh, for sure. Me
so
too.
Good, but
we'll watch it together.
We'll in a recap.
We'll do some videos live.
Maybe
some live
of us watching.
Live reactions, people.
Your favorite book is getting turned into a series that comes out next month.
Yes, The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I love that book.
I still got to read that book.
We're going to do an episode about that series. I have not read many of others in that series, so I am going to, but I think when we go to read it, I'm going to actually listen to it because I'm curious. I've never listened to it. So, and I've read the book so many times. I'm curious to how the audio is. So,
nice.
Probably do that.
Fair enough. You do you. You do you, boo.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of audiobooks.
I know you do. I listen to none. I've been listening to a podcast on my walks to work because I can only listen to so much at a time. Because my walk is like 7 minutes, so it takes me a really long time to get through a podcast, so it takes me even longer to get through an audiobook, so a podcast seems easier.
I pop the audiobook in my ear when I'm at home because otherwise I'm listening to Bluey 24 hours a day. So
you don't like Bluey? No.
Well, it's not that I don't love Bluey. I definitely like Bluey better than other shows. It's just...
Hold on. Bluey or Peppa Pig?
No, Bluey. Bluey's better. Peppa Pig is whiny. And I don't really love all of her messages that she portrays.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, Bluey's better. But yeah, I just... I've seen it a lot, so I don't need to listen to it all the time.
Fair.
So, in my earbuds go.
It's fair.
Yes. Oh, hello, Lowry.
He's been napping next to me. He wanted 5 minutes of fame.
Hello. Oh my gosh. Floppy.
He's dead right now. Okay. Don't get angry. Okay,
all
sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Well, I think that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well,
chaos.
Alex is waiting for me to watch our movie we were watching or Survivor. We've been watching Survivor from season 1.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's insane.
There's 50.
There's 50 seasons?
50 seasons. It's insane.
Oh my god. How many episodes a season?
Like 16, I think.
Oh my god, that's too many.
Yeah.
That's too
many. But it's so good. I love Survivor.
I only ever watched season 2.
That's the season we're in right now.
Yeah. When that came out, I don't know if Alex watched it with us, but me and my dad definitely watched it. My mom did not watch it, but I remember where we lived at the time, we would go down into our basement and we would watch it down there. That's the only season I ever watched was season 2, so I'm pretty sure it was that. Anywho,
Yeah. Well,
enjoy your
we're
50
enjoying
seasons.
it. Yeah, but I'm curious about this new season because they're starting to film season 51, but there was
Yeah.
a cruise ship that crashed on the beach.
Oh my god.
Like close to like where they film because now they
Yeah.
film like usually in Fiji.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there was
Jesus.
a boat accident. So it was in the news.
Wow. That's pretty
So we'll see. Anyway,
wild.
that's what I'm gonna do right
Delightful.
now.
Well, you enjoy that.
All right. Well, I'm
Alright.
going to say goodnight.
Good night and
Okay.
have a lovely reading time, people.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to the Unhinged Romant-icks show. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on your favorite podcast platform.